Hey guys, welcome back to the Motivational Ash channel. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. If you're already subscribed, thank you for taking the time to hear me out again. Okay, so bear with me guys on this, bear with me. So I just left the airport. I just got off my flight. When I went in, well, starting from when I booked my ticket. When I booked my ticket, I did not pick a seat. I did not pick a seat. I always let it just give me random seats so that I'm not paying the extra cost or whatever. So I didn't pay for it. So when I got my ticket, my boarding pass, it said proceed to the booth or whatever for them to pick you a seat. So I went to the little booth for them to tell me what seat that I was going to be assigned to. Now, remind you, on every airplane, it is the 4 big seats at the front, not the little seats, not the one where you're cramped in, where it's 3 people sitting side by side and you're uncomfortable. You have no space. I'm talking about the 4 big seats at the front, the one that people pay for to get, to be comfortable, to have the extra complimentary food and snacks. And, they're like the ones that's favored on the plane because they're in the front, they get the extra stuff. So when I looked up those tickets cost can go up to anywhere from $750 for those 4 big seats where it's 2 by 2 on each side. So when I went to the counter, I did not pay for that seat. I didn't pay. You have to pay extra for that type of luxury. And I didn't pay for that. But when I went to the booth, the lady assigned me to 1A. And 1A is the first big seat on the plane. So when I walked in, I was sitting in 1A. When I get random seats, I never get picked. I've never been able to sit up there. Like, that is for the guests that pay for that extra seat. I've always sat in the back or got set in the middle. I never got anything extra, just in the back or in the middle. But this time when I went to the booth, the lady assigned me to 1A. So when I set up there, it was only 2 seats. It was big. I was not crammed up. I was not uncomfortable. I was actually comfortable. I had a lot of leg room space. And then on top of that, I was getting served complimentary drinks. I was getting served free snacks and goodies. And I didn't pay for none of this. But this is stuff that people pay for. And then while I was getting the snacks and all this, I'm feeling like I don't deserve it because I'm like, I didn't purchase this seat. I could be sitting anywhere else on the plane, but I didn't purchase this seat. So to make a long story short, like I said, I'm used to being in the back or in the middle, but this time I was in the front. And whenever something like this happens to me or I have a message, I feel like it is for someone else. So I don't know who this message is for, but you're so used to being last that you haven't been first. You're going to be first this time. It is your season to step into that season where you're going to be first. No longer will you be last. You're going to start being favored. Wherever you go, you're going to be favored. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be in uncomfortability no more. No more will you be in uncomfortability. When God opens this door for you, the last shall be first. It is your season. It is your time to be first. It is your time to be first for that miracle. It is time for you to be first on that breakthrough. It is time for you to be first on those opportunities. It is your time to be first. And while I was up there, I was not uncomfortable at all. No longer will you be uncomfortable in your life, struggling financially, worrying about how you're going to pay your bills, uncomfortable on your living situation, uncomfortable in your finances. It is your time to be first. No longer will you be last. No more will you be last. So I don't know who this message is for, but whatever you are going through, wherever you are at in life, it's your time. Your time is coming. No longer will you sit there and watch other people go ahead of you and go before you. No longer will you see the breakthroughs and the miracles and everything else happening for everybody else except for you. It's your time. God's going to bring you out of that uncomfortable season. That uncomfortable season that you've been in your life for the last years, the uncomfortability of, struggling with your finances, struggling with, going from place to place, home to home, apartment to apartment, going from job to job. It's your time to be favored. It's your time to be favored. So I don't know who this message is for, but just know that it is your time to be first. God favors you. God sees you. It doesn't matter how long you have been last. It doesn't matter how many times you have been passed up. It doesn't matter how many times you have been looked over. It doesn't matter how long you have been the underdog. You're going to be pushed to the front now. So I hope this message encouraged you. God bless you. No longer will you be last. You're going to be first now. God bless you. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.